Ten men's style and grooming hacks for summer. Sweat patches. Exploding grooming products. Don't let your style kudos melt in the summer sun. Stay cool in every sense with these summer style and grooming hacks. For all its joys, summer is a hot pain in the ass. The Pulitzer Prize-winning author Russell Baker had it best: a summer, what power you have to make us suffer and like it. True enough, it makes masochists of us all, whether we're sweltering in a suit on public transport or masquerading as barbecue meat as we burn on a beach. The heat doesn't always allow for our best performances, especially when it comes to our style. It's enough to make you want to stay indoors. Of course, that's not an option. So a man needs to know how to style it out when the mercury rises. Start by looking around you. There's always that guy on the commuter train breezing to work in a short suit while everyone else gasps for air through the door cracks. No, these men are not blessed with some kind of divine internal thermostat. Rather, they're sporting a little fabric new, which allows them to wear the summer outfit they want without sweating like that suckling pig you're definitely going to eat if you can find a linen blazer for your mate's hog roast this weekend. Of course, there are problems that go beyond simple material mishaps. Packing for your holiday leaves blazers looking like crepe paper by the time you land. How in this hot, green earth are you supposed to style your hair when the sun's microwaving your head? And what the hell is with those irremovable yellow armpit stains on white t-shirts? It's 1-0 to summer. These are problems easily solved, however, when you look to men in the know. Which is why we bribe the savviest summer sartorialists, at great cost, mind you, 2 cornettos and a magnum in total, in return for the inside track on staying cool in the heat. All you need do is dust off the shades and study this action plan. The cool men in your corner. Dan Rookwood, U.S. editor of Mr. Porter. Never caught short when on the move, wayfaring style journalist Dan Rookwood looks the part come rain or blistering shine. His expertise is put to use by hot brands including, and Phil Dowling, London celebrity stylist. Called upon to make stars look their best under the hot heat of TV lights and then seem on point in the soporific studio environment, Phil Dowling is well placed to rework your wardrobe and streamline your summer. Jamie Miller, contributing editor of. If Jamie Miller isn't keeping his cool in the front row of men's fashion shows, you'll find him outdoors, somehow managing to make summer workouts look stylish. Jack Gibson, aesthetic expert at PHI Clinic. Running things behind the scenes at London's premier cosmetic clinic, PHI, Jack Gibson knows more than the average Harley Street expert about the final solutions for sweat problems during summer. 1. Cool Investments. By Phil Dowling. Maybe you work in a suits-only office, or perhaps you just need an extra line of defense between skin and shirt. Either way, as counterintuitive as it sounds, adding a vest is the best way to control the sweats. The cool and fresh vests at Marks & Spencer or AI Risen vests at Uniqlo react with body heat to absorb moisture and reduce sweating. Definitely not to be confused with a sweat vest, fitness apparel designed to make you sweat even more. 2. Hot-Headed. By Jamie Miller. They say with confidence a man can make anything look good. We say that adage does not apply to hair wax streaming down your forehead into your eyes. In the heat, you're best off styling your barnet with a sea salt spray. Murdoch does a great version for £20, which offers hold without adding weight or grease to your hairstyle. Applied well, it makes you look like you've just finished a 30-minute session tearing up the surf. In a good way. 3. Groom to Maneuver by Dan Rookwood. Products face perils on your travels. Liquids often leak at altitude, so squeeze containers a little before screwing on the cap to give the contents some room to expand with changing air pressure. Wrap liquid toiletries in individual Ziploc plastic bags to limit the damage in case of spillages. Pack your wash bag near the top of your carry-on for ease of access when going through screening. And, of course, keep all liquids under 100 milliliters unless you fancy giving airport security an early Christmas present. 4. Never Wipe Out by Phil Tarling. No one wants to repeatedly apply antiperspirant on the go, so apply some stealthier countermeasures instead. Even something simple like an old-fashioned handkerchief to discreetly mop brows or armpits is a godsend in the heat. House of Fraser and Debenhams both offer affordable options. Better still, the male grooming mavericks at Twingman make large wet wipes perfect for festival sink showers and beach to bar maneuvers alike. 5. Quick on the Draw by Dan Rookwood. We all hate packing. So to save time and hassle, create a travel drawer at home that contains all your packing-related paraphernalia in one place. In here goes everything from your passport and transparent airport security-approved wash bag to a master packing list of all the things you might possibly need so you don't ever arrive at a hotel and curse yourself for leaving your universal plug adapters at home again. If you don't have a spare drawer, keep these things in your empty luggage at home. 6. Underarm Tactics by Phil Tarling. First, some housekeeping. Use a stronger antiperspirant, like Molton Brown's Sport range, to fend off smells, or perhaps consider an over-the-counter clinical strength option if you really have odor issues. For those t-shirts suffering from stains and permastink, instead of throwing them out, try John Lewis's clever pre-laundry spray called Deago, which tackles both problems with ease. 7. Pad It Out by Phil Tarling. If the above doesn't cut it, you can buy sweat absorbers called dress shields, which will put an end to unsightly sweat patches in the beer garden. There's a plethora of options out there, but we'd suggest the fabric versions from McCulloch & Wallace, size 3 for us chaps. You can even sew them on permanently and wash them with your shirts. 8. Stem the Tide by Jack Gibson. If you sweat like an ill-prepared Brexit negotiator and neither the grooming products nor shirt hacks are enough for you, there is one last solution, perhaps a little more extreme than the rest. Mara Dry is a perfectly safe, clinically proven fix for excessive sweating. Electromagnetic waves are used to shut down the sweat glands in your armpits. It's non-invasive and the results are permanent. 9. Sneaker Peek by Dan Rookwood. One of the best ways of orientating yourself when traveling, discovering places to return to later and getting over any jet lag is to go for a run. Download the running app's Map My Run and Run Keeper onto your phone. You can search through loads of crowdsourced routes based on your location, which you can then filter by distance. 10. Packing Heat. We mentioned Mr. Rookwood was a jet setter. So here's a guide to streamlining your summer travels based on his fail-safe packing tips. Before you fly, it pays to keep calm and carry on with aplomb. You might not have been able to sweet talk your way to lounge access at the terminal and a flatbed on the plane. but you can still travel in elevated comfort. Here's what to take.